hour and realized we didn't record it.
Hello, my name is Lou Lee from All Ins Magazine, and we are here today with Lou Santiago and Louis Lee. And we're just going to talk about cars and what we love about them and what we don't.
And we'll answer any questions anyone has.
Hey Lou, do you see that response from Lynn? The '69 Camaro, that's her favorite car.
Oh, I got one. Yeah, here.
Any thoughts on that?
I have one.
She can hear you talk, Lou.
Oh, she can?
Yeah.
I got one I'm building in the shop. Is there a way I can post a picture in the open seat?
Oh,
we can get that for you. You don't know we can do that.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? We can drag and drop a picture. I wish Lou, you could get me over that picture so that way I could handle it for you. Do you have it on your phone? Maybe you could text it to my dad.
No, it's in the computer. I'll have to get it next time.
Yeah,
I'll have it ready for next. I didn't know. I just thought when I saw it.
Yeah, we'll have to do something like that.
John Sonnefeld's on. I know John.
Hey, John.
John, he's worked for a few people. Now he's working for one of the car cover companies. John, when you go online, join the seat, John. Come on, tell us what you're doing now.
Come on, John, jump in.
John, jump in. John, if he can hear us, he said, "Hey guys."
He's nervous.
He ain't nervous. John used to do a radio show. He ain't nervous. Let's see what he says. I told him get in the seat. Jump in the seat. Jim Roman is in. Homeless Jim. Oh, what happened? Where'd Junior go?
He's around here somewhere.
I just lost him.
All right, he's coming back.
Oh, okay, there he is.
I tried to get a '69 Camaro on over there on the side, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't get it up. Kicked me off.
I'll send you pictures of some of the stuff I did for next week.
Cool.
That way we got it. So if anyone asks, because I got tons of pictures. I have a ridiculous amount of pictures.
She likes the '69. That's one of my favorite cars too, the '69. Probably because I was born in '69, so everything good came out of '69.
I'm not a Camaro guy.
No?
Nah. They do nothing for me, man. They don't do anything at all. I owned a '70, and I was supposed to trade it to my brother for a '65 Chevy 2, and it never happened. And then I got rid of it. I'm just not a Camaro guy.
Yeah, that's one of my cars. I like a lot of the '69s. I like the Chevelle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice stuff came out in '69.
What about the GT500?
They're nice, but it's not my style.
Yeah.
Seriously. And we actually had the chance when I was doing Muscle Car where we ran in the guys, that last GT that they found that came out of Japan, it was raced and then it was sold and went to Japan. They found it and it was the last one that they couldn't account for. We were going to try and do a story on it, but they told us there was no money in it, so we never did it.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been a cool story. It would have been a really cool story.
Wow, I'd love to do a story like that for the magazine.
Yeah, for sure.
The car's done now. It's done now, but I don't know where it's at. I don't have a clue. The owner of Kinzer Fuel Injection in Detroit,
mm-hmm.
he's got one, and they say it can be seen running around Detroit every now and then.
Oh yeah,
it's an original GT.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an original.
Holy cow! So you said that's not your style. What about the '60s era in general? Do you not?
I'm a big car guy. I'm a big car guy, Lou. I like Impalas, Buick Wildcats. Mm-hmm. I've always been a big car guy, man. I'd rather cruise.
So how about the '93 Impala? Is that your?
Oh yeah, I'm cool with it. I'd be cool with that. Yeah. But you know what I really like? Like an 88 Impala wagon. Nice and square. Put a 5 speed in it. That's cool. Yeah, I got a 66 Rambler I want to build. That's mine. It's a small car. So
you gonna build a monster in it? You gonna make a monster out of it?
No, driver, man. Because I drive everywhere, Lou. It don't make no, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense to make anything but build anything but a driver.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'd like to get a driver, like a pickup truck in the 50s, 40s, and do the modern undercarriage. That somebody can drive.
I got the only problem with pickup trucks is the space. You know what I mean? That's why I like the square body S10s, the extended cabs.
Yeah,
because they got just enough space, and you can put your bags in the back, and you can roll. I like them for that. So
there's a I want to say it's a 53 Chevy running around here, and then an extended cab or a 4-door.
Crew cab.
Yeah, crew cab. It's really
that's cool.
Yeah, I got some pretty good pictures of it. I'll probably start posting them.
That's cool. Did they turn the cab around so that the back doors, the front is going back, or did they make a new door frame?
I think they made a new door frame.
Oh, even cooler.
Yeah, it's really, they did a good job, whoever did.
That's cool.
Yeah. They put a newer bed on it, but they did it just right. I think they probably cut the bed down the middle and got it right, size. It looks really good.
A lot of guys use the 89 to 98 bed on that because the sides they're not straight up vertical. They have a nice radius to them. Yeah. That's typically what they use. It's not a bad look. I'm not a fan of it, but it's not a bad look. Yeah. That's cool.
Anybody else join in? 123 Honey, her husband's going to jump in a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe.
John said he can't jump in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, here we go.
This is no cat. No cup.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? This is my first time.
How's it going?
What's that? You say that again?
Oh, we didn't say what's going on.
Oh, nothing much. It's my first
so
time
this
using
this is your first time using Blab, huh?
Yeah.
That's because he's always on mine.
Congratulations. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
So what's your favorite car?
My favorite car was the 280Z.
Okay.
240, 280Z, 70Z car that I no longer own because my wife said I had too many toys and I had to get rid of it.
Tell her to quit picking your ear.
I'm putting in the earbuds.
Can you hear us now?
Hold on. Is that the top? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Sorry about that, fellas.
It's all right. He's trying to get his act together.
Okay. There we go. Now I can hear better.
All right. So 280Zs, that was early 80s.
Yeah, I had one that I had built. I punched it out from a 280 to a 3.1 liter. Had the crank knife sharpened and balanced and blueprinted and light flywheel heads all going through and everything. It was nice. Dynoed is about 270 horsepower out of a straight 6. That's pretty good for that era.
I bet you that thing made a bunch of torque.
Yes, a lot of torque. It was fun.
That's cool.
Thing is, I was out here, in California, you have emissions issues,
Right.
And I couldn't get it smogged anymore. She was like, well, why is this thing sitting in the, we got to get this thing from sitting around. So I just finally sold it, and I wish I hadn't have.
Yeah. Well, especially with all this stuff today, you could probably got it where you put a decent computer on it and made it where it was clean enough to run through, the emissions. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because the computers have finally caught up.
Yeah, because I took all the emissions off of it, and you know, I was running Makunis. I was running side drive, 3 Makuni side drives on it, and you know, it was fast for a while, but then you know, turbos start, a lot of turbo cars start coming along, and it was hard to keep up, and so.
But you had a cool factor there.
Yes, there was a definite cool factor. A lot of folks were surprised when that thing would turn over and it vibrate the whole ground. The ground would vibrate, shake. I had no cats on it, just running headers straight out the tailpipe.
That's cool.
You know,
yeah.
So
that's cool.
So
very cool.
So what I like to do is, you know, back when I was street racing, there was a lot of guys that would put engines in things that you wouldn't even expect.
Yeah.
So, my niece's husband, he built an RX-7 and put a Corvette engine in it. Put an LS engine in it. Oh my gosh, the car weighs about 2,400 pounds, and he puts out about 600 horsepower in a 2,400 pound car. It's amazing. So So I want to do something like that.
There was a guy at home when we used to street race, Charlie. He was like the first Mazda guy that we ever knew, and he built a GLC. It looks, you know, the closest thing I could compare it to is like a Ford Festiva. Okay. You know, the little square ones. That thing was just ridiculous, man. It was bananas. It was cool. And it was so simple. He had a Mazda RX-7 4-speed with a Mazda RX-7 rear end because it had 391s, and that thing would scoot, man. It would scoot. Yeah, I know a little bit about those sleepers.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys out here in Cali that would put those rotor engines in 510s. And
dude, the 510 is the ticket. That's a cool car. I've always liked them. Yeah, they're hard to find now.
Yeah,
they're hard to find.
A guy around the corner, I think he has a 510 and a one of the first Datsun Roadsters.
No way.
Yes.
It's the 1600, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are very rare too.
Yeah. They're cool too.
Yeah.
They're a cool car. I think they only made them for a couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah. See, Lou, you didn't think I knew the Japanese stuff, did you?
Yeah. Yep.
Have you watched Lou's show?
Have
you ever seen Lou's show?
No, I have not. Were you on Velocity or?
I'm on Velocity now. I hosted Muscle Car for 2 years.
Okay.
On Spike. Okay. And I did 10 shows called Ultimate Car Build Off, and now I'm on Velocity. We're probably going to get season 5.
Okay. Okay.
We just finished up 4. It's on now. And you know, they'll probably give us 5. It looks like they will.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I watch Velocity a lot. I watch Wheeler Dealers and whatever's on. A lot of the guys that are restoring cars. Forget all those shows. Phantom Works or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dan. They're out of Norfolk.
Yeah.
Yeah. They build some stuff. He's got a big shop. He's got a really big shop.
What time is your show come on? At 11 on Sundays?
Saturdays and Sundays at 11.
Okay.
In the morning. Yeah.
I got a TiVo. I never know what anything starts, so I'll record it.
Yeah. What is your wife doing in the background?
She's cleaning up the table.
See her walking by.
So I'm sorry, I know your name's not Lynn. What was your first name?
My name's Levon.
Levon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to have you on here, man. And so I know you said this is the first time that you've been on Blab. Before, were you watching? Were you commenting? What do you think about the site?
It's great. You know, my thing is, I watch my wife do it, and I'm just about being productive with my time. Yeah,
of course.
You can waste a lot of time on this.
You can waste too much time.
So I don't do it because I don't want to be unproductive.
Yeah, of
but
course.
Whenever there's a good topic on, or something that's interesting, she'll grab me and say, hey, they're talking about cars. You might want to pop in. And I don't pop in. I sit on the sidelines and I tell her, hey, comment, send these comments, And so she'll comment. But this is my first time being on screen, so it's pretty cool.
You've been inducted.
Yep.
She's trying to make you less productive right now.
Yes. Well, I wasn't doing anything productive anyway, so. You know what's crazy? You hear these people doing 48-hour blasts. I'm like, 48 hours? I'm like, why?
That's crazy.
I've never heard that.
She was on yesterday before we went to bed, and the lady was on, and she didn't get off till 3 o'clock this afternoon, our time.
Oh my gosh!
No, that's crazy.
I'm like,
I got better things to do.
Yeah,
of course.
I got better things. I don't know about y'all, but I got cars to build.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
So yeah, Lou, I can only imagine your waiting list is probably increasing with each and every season. How did the TV show,
It really hasn't.
Oh, really?
It really hasn't done anything because I'm a single man shop. I need to expand it. And, I pick and choose what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm actually planning on stopping building for people. I got too much. I just got some really cool stuff in the yard I need to get done. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on. I want to do it where all the suspension work is done. The car is laid out where it needs to be, and it's a driver, and flip it like that. Because I build all my own front ends. I build my own control arms. I build all that stuff, so I can set the thing up to sit where I want it. Wow. You know what I mean? That's not an issue.
That's incredible. Now, when I went on your website, I read the bio, and it talked about some of your military experience in the Navy. Mm-hmm. Before that, were you working on cars? Were you doing mechanic work before that? Yeah,
I started messing with cars at 13.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really all I've ever done. The only thing I've ever done consistently is just mess with cars. It's all I know how to do, really.
All right, here's a question for you. If you had unlimited money, what would be the car or truck or motorcycle? What would you buy?
Flat black, 67 Impala, all the chrome, all the trim, nickel plated, twin turbo, 6-speed, 4 inches off the ground.
Okay.
Wow.
It's funny you said that car because I like the 65 to 67.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be where my money would probably go.
The 67 was the first car I owned. I actually owned a 67 396 4-speed car in Impala, and I just I've always wanted another one. That's why I want one. It's just a cool car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the volume down on this thing.
See, I want to do air ride or something like that, air ride or hydraulics. I'm not sure.
I would do coils. I don't even want air because I'd be driving the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, air ride, man. Don't get me wrong. I like air ride, but with all the driving I do, the last thing in the world I want is a bag breaking on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I'd rather do coilovers and call it a day. For me, it's just a smarter thing to do.
Well, see, I like to show off. I want to pull up to the school, pick up the kids, and drop it.
If you build it 4 inches off the ground, you're already showing off.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, come on.
Up here in Ohio, man, the roads are so bad, I can't go 4 inches. Man,
that's why everything has to be pushed up.
Yeah.
Everything has nothing below the pinch welds. That's where the mistake is made. Most guys don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
They either don't have the knowledge to do it, or they don't want to do it. But that's what you got to do. I mean, you're building headers. You're putting bumps in the floor so the exhaust fits through it. It's a long process.
I never even thought of it that way.
Yeah, I mean, you essentially what I do is I set the car at ride height, and then I run tape across the bottom of it from side to side, and then the floor comes out, and then I put the engine and tranny and build the exhaust all above the tape, and then I put the floor back in. Needless to say, there's new humps in the floor because nothing is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Lamont's looking like, what the hell is this?
So is the floor flat? I mean, is the floorboards, are they completely flat, or do you have bumps in the floorboard?
There's bumps in the floorboards, but the thing is when you look under the car itself is essentially flat because nothing is below the pinch welds.
Okay.
Like the Camaro I've got right now in my shop that I'm doing, it's a torque arm. It's got the arm running alongside the drive shaft, like the third gen Camaros.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
In the transmission tunnel is the drive shaft, the exhaust,
okay,
and the transmission, all in the transmission tunnel.
Okay.
So there's nothing outside of the tranny tunnel. The tranny tunnel is probably 4 inches below the dashboard, all the way back.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a tight fit, but nothing's below it. When you look underneath it, you don't see anything hanging down.
You know, that's how a lot of European cars are made. They're clean underneath the bottom, you know, for aerodynamic reasons, you know.
Right. They put belly pans on them.
Yep.
Yeah. But see, I'm not even putting belly pans on them. Everything's tucked up. Because this stuff I build is made to drive. So if you put a belly pan on it, it all of a sudden becomes another piece you got to build.
Yep.
You know, I mean, but don't get me wrong. You could build some really cool belly pans. You could do louvers and there's all kinds of stuff you could do. But I'm not getting into that because it's a whole other animal.
Yeah. No one's going to see it anyway, so why do it?
Right. And it's 4 inches off the ground.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if someone wants to get on their hands and knees and look, everything will be black. They won't see anything anyway.
Yep.
It's just easier that way.
Yep.
That's just the way I do it. I've been doing them that way since before muscle car, man. It's just something that I stumbled onto, and I just kept doing it. I was doing a Buick for a guy, and nobody made the flanges for the headers, so he bought a set of $1,500 headers. And what did I do? Cut them up because they were too long.
That made him happy, huh?
just cut them off at the flanges and threw out the rest. Made a new set of headers.
Tell him he can take these parts back.
He was not happy, man. He was not happy at all. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, but he was happy when you're done with the car, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So we'll see. You know, John's on an iPhone.
That's probably why he couldn't jump in.
Oh, okay.
Well, he could have, but he might be out driving or something.
Got you. Yeah.
Is he still in?
I don't know. I just glanced over and said, "Yes, iPhone." That's all it said. That's all I know.
Yeah, he's still here. I'm gonna follow him. So what big projects you got coming up? You working on the Camaro now?
I'm gonna finish up the Camaro. I'm waiting for my slotted interior. So that won't be till next summer. And then I gotta do I'm Pro Street a 70 C10 truck. And I got to finish mini tub on a Fox body Mustang. And then I'm going to start building some of my stuff in the yard.
These are all customers?
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all customers. Those three are. And then everything else will be mine until I get some of it done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that to generate some income.
Right, right.
I got there's my Rambler. There's 2 international pickups. A 68 van. What else is in that here? Oh, I got a 64 SS Impala. I got 2 64 SS Impalas. Yeah, I got some cool stuff. I got a 54 Bel Air wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna build a couple of them and drive them.
I might have to come down and steal one of those Impalas, the 64s. You don't need a whole bunch of them.
Actually, Vinny's got that 63 wagon up in Marilla.
Yeah.
He's got all the parts to build it.
Really? The sitting there.
That's the one you want.
Really?
Make it a 2-door.
Vinny he's an Impala man, ain't he? He's got stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with his show last year.
It's a good show, man.
Yeah. It was easy 400 or 500 cars.
Yeah, it was bigger this year.
Yeah,
It's a good show. We do a show in Alden, New York. It's for Life Flight. It's actually Mercy Flight, and he was airlifted a long time ago. He was in a really bad wreck, so he donates all the money from the show, and they probably get anywhere between 400 to 700 cars. It's a 1-day show, and it's a mob of people.
Yeah,
and he doesn't charge admission. He doesn't charge admission for that show. The only people that pay is the cars.
It's a nice show.
So he's making some dough, and he donates it all. So it's cool.
How long has he been doing that? Did his parents start it or his dad?
No, he started it. This year was his 12th year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 12th year.
Yeah, it was worth the drive. I went up there.
Yeah.
I met you up there, but it was worth the drive. I'll tell you. He had some nice stuff and a band.
Yeah. Did you see his Impala, his 409?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. This guy's got a 409 convertible.
Yeah. Sweet. He got some stuff.
Yeah. It's cool. So Lou, what's in your magazine this month?
Actually, I'm working on a couple of car rallies that we went and covered. The Blacklist out of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
We covered that race, and they were running. The cheapest car in that race was $200,000. They had everything. They had Maseratis. They had a number of Lamborghinis. They had McLarens. There was 4 McLarens in this race. These guys were big ballers. So I covered them. We stopped at the Lamborghini dealer, and more cars came. Oh, it was crazy. It was like 80 cars in the race. We raced all through Canada and bounced down to Syracuse and then back over to Niagara Falls. And it was a 4-day. We stayed at 3 hotels. It was a nice event, man. They invited me up, paid for everything. The magazine. They gave me a Hummer to drive. So they fed me. I was eating. I was like a king up there. You know what I mean? And I was just shooting pictures, doing my thing.
That's this month's show.
I'm gonna drop off. I'm gonna drop off on the seat and let John jump on so you guys can talk to him, and I'll just keep here on the side, making sure questions gets answered. Okay.
Cool. Right. So that's in this month's magazine.
Yeah, that'll be in, or actually next month, the new issue. Next month. Yep. So I'll have that in, and
there he is, John.
Hey, John.
Hey.
What's up, John? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
That's because I'm lollygagging. Hey, we lost Lynn and her husband.
Well, he's still there.
Audio only, poor internet signal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so John, what's up, man? The car cover company?
No, I'm no longer with Covercraft. I've actually delved into the internet marketing area of behind the scenes a little bit, like with say Oga. Say you want to get your products on that marketplace, or I can get it on Amazon, the A word. But any of those types. So I'm kind of working the back end with that, and we have a booth at SEMA. It's called Vendor Network, and we're actually doing those type of things to help manufacturers to right size their internet online business. Everybody's selling online now, and some of these guys got some pretty rough looking websites, and it's an ability to help fix those, and we've got some bigger things that are in the works that are kind of automotive related. The market serve, and this is the vendor network division. So I've been handling all the marketing and putting all this stuff together. And like next week, we're going to a social media deal in Florida called the Social Fresh. Just learning all different things. That's where I came with the Blab thing. There's more and more of these opportunities to get the word out in the automotive aftermarket, and just to show how cool. Example, how cool SEMA really is. You have how many periscopes you think they'll be there? Thousands of periscopes this year.
Well, this is our first hour. We're gonna start doing this once a week.
Awesome.
Me and Lou are gonna start doing it, and we're gonna try and grow it into something else so I can still do the video thing.
All right, sweet. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's what we're working towards.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm looking at doing something a little off the wall with this thing too. I'm kind of playing with it a little bit, and as you can see, my computer isn't going to work. It's time for a new laptop. I've got a better one at the office using next week, but I'll be able to jump on it. So it's kind of cool, So I'm working in outside still in Illinois, no more home office, so I get this. I lived down here for 10 years, all the different manufacturers I worked for, but cool. Everything's good, and looking forward to a little different approach. The automotive aftermarket's been a real tough place to hang. You know that too. I mean, budgets, mergers, and people who shouldn't be buying companies are buying companies, don't know nothing about them. They like the money. It's up the marketplace, and it's kind of made a tough deal, tough ride for people who really are passionate about what they want to do. And
MSD bought Mallory.
Yeah, it's the whole Excel deal. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they bring those two together. Their booth size at SEMA is the biggest thing I've ever seen. It's half the size of GM's booth. It's monster. Their square footage is 4 booths size. I don't know what they're doing, but they've got some square footage, and they're not where they normally were. Yeah, so there's a big play going on there to show that they're world domination for ignition systems. That they want, they're going to take that marketplace and own it, and then they're going to do what they have to do with it. But it's a tough challenge right now. There's so many people trying to get a piece of this automotive thing because it's such a cool factor to it. I mean, Lou, I'm sure you're writing and taking photos. How this the magic of this whole deal. I mean, you don't find it anywhere else. There's no other.
No, you don't.
I don't care about Hollywood and all that. No, this has got people with a real heart, what they do, what they love, and their passion. I mean, the passion's on your sleeve, and well, I'm guilty of it. I mean, I built a car and took my tax return and bought a crate motor. Guilty.
Don't everybody
ever done that? I just do it every day.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do with it?
Well, I mean, you gotta. It's forgiveness. It's the forgiveness versus permission thing. Yeah, that's.
Yep.
I never done build that Chevelle without.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So once it's in you can't get it out.
So Auga? I remember when they first came out. I didn't know they were still around.
It's still around, yeah. There's a lot of marketplaces like that have car related areas in them. And to put your products. And it's not just all about Amazon. I mean, it's not. There's more out there than that. And there's more out there.
Right.
And it's a different place to add more marketplace stuff. And we're building this back end marketplace stuff, and we can manage it. We can do all the data content, doing deep content where most people, if you go to a website, you don't get enough information. When you look, they're like, okay, what about this? And then you're going over to YouTube, trying to find something there. And then you're calling somebody, or you're probably getting a bunch of emails going, I don't know how to make this work.
Tell everybody what Auga is, because I mean I know what it is.
It's basically a marketplace where you can purchase automobile parts. There's a new anti-use section to that. There's several of those out there like that. You just kind of find them because they don't market themselves well. They're more they're out there. If you type in auto parts, of course, everything's been called optimization, SEO. All the big guys have optimized the first page, which most people will go to, and then they give up, and they don't get to see places like Google and stuff like that. So there's all these different places out there to buy parts, and even Lane Automotive's got their own website to purchase parts from.
Right.
Way back there, And
yeah.
It's just marketing. It's marketing and how this whole world.
See, Lou, what we need to do is get you to get people to sponsor Lou's magazine.
Magazines are a tough place to be. They really are. They're a tough thing. But content,
we can make this marriage happen.
But content is still king. No matter what you print it, you write it, you put it on. I mean, content is still. In fact, our company just went through a transition where we're going to have a whole division to dedicate nothing but content, because that's how important content is across the country. If you have the accurate information on your website, you've got good photography, and people can push that buy button, they're going to push it right there. I can't stop it anymore because I got all my information. I know where I got it from. I can ask a question. I got good reviews. I got good 360 photos.
Yeah.
So we're building that for people.
And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it,
Right. Well, that's what we're trying to hit all the different medias like this. Try to open it up to everything. You know?
Well, I'd say this is just this thing here. This whole blab thing is just in infancy. I mean, this thing will take off. I think it's going to. Twitter may be the avenue, but I think this completes it. Where people can show stuff. I mean, just like behind me. I mean, you can tell. I mean, you can look at the background and see. Somebody's a car guy. You can just see the car. That thing. So you're kind of tapping into their world a little bit, and I think that makes it a little more authentic than a rehearsed script or anything. No offense.
Right.
you know what I mean, though. Oh, you ad lib a lot of your stuff.
I don't do scripts.
Yeah.
You have to read to be able to do a script.
Well, yeah. But Lou does know a good hamburger joint in North Carolina, believe it or not.
Lee's. You need to come down and we'll go to Lee's, man.
Yeah.
You need to do it.
It's not all about barbecue down there.
There's this place, Lou, named Lee's. It's this little. It was a house, and they turned it into a hamburger joint, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous hamburgers.
Jumping in here to change the topic, get some hashtags in there.
Hashtag.
Yep, there it is. And then I'll
Where has it go?
go ahead and send it out. And John, it's formerly nice to meet you. I saw you on the sidebar, and I'm sure you saw me on the sidebar.
Yeah, sure did.
Right now, I'm in sales and I'm studying communications with a minor in advertising. So I'd love to, maybe even off air, talk to you a little bit more about that industry as a whole. What you've learned.
I started out with communication.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. We lost John. What happened?
He started thinking about his student loans and jumped off.
He started thinking of student loans. John ran away.
And then I think that's Levon right there. His most recent message. He said his iPad was acting crazy. So, I mean, it's California. What do you expect, right?
Exactly.
Oh, dead battery.
John's phone battery died.
Wow.
Jeez. So we got a wacky iPod and a dead battery.
That's funny.
Jeez. That's nuts.
All right, here we go.
What do we got?
Oh, Levon's back on?
I think, Lamont's coming back on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
switched
to the laptop, so.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Make sure you plugged in.
We're 76%, so we
Thanks
should
for
be
joining.
good.
76, baby. You're good. You'll make it. You have 15 minutes. You'll make it.
Hey, Lewis, you were talking about some event that you went to in North Carolina. Was that just a car show, or were they doing roll racing, or?
I live in North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm in Kannapolis. It's right above Charlotte.
Okay.
And they have the events they have here is they have the drag racing twice a year, NHRA, which was it last weekend? I think it just happened. And then we have the auto fair, which is a huge swap meet. And then what else do they have? Oh, Good Guys comes through. So I mean, we got a bunch of events.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bunch of events. So yeah.
So Lewis, the events you were in Canada, you mentioned something you went to in Canada.
Yeah, it was called the Blacklist.
Okay.
And it's where a whole bunch of rich folks get together and they race. This is like a secret race. Nobody knows where you're really going until that day.
Mm-hmm.
So we would, meet and take off to one destination.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really who gets there the fastest. It's a whole bunch of different events that they have. They raise money for different charities. It's pretty slick how they do it.
Hey, do you ever cover the Texas Invitational?
No. Matter of fact, my buddy Ray just went down there and did that.
The one where they have the twin turbo Lamborghinis and some Skylines out, some GTRs out there.
Yeah.
And the
See, in our group, there's a group of us like Q from Pimp My Ride, one of my buddies Ray Ray. We had a lot of those events, and we come across all of those cars, man. I mean, just everything. It's unbelievable.
Okay, cool.
People running.
Yeah. We need to look into covering the Utah Fast Pass.
Okay. Is that like the Silver State?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's one of those big money guys with stupid money show up to that. There was a guy, a friend of mine actually does the maintenance on the cars between the legs, and there was a guy. I think it was 2-3 years ago. He had an Enzo. He wrecked his Enzo, and they don't build those anymore. So he calls up Ferrari. And he says, "Hey, I'd like you guys to fix my Enzo." And they say, "No, we can't do it because we got other stuff to do." So the story is he says, "Well, what would it take for me to have some of your guys come down from Italy and rebuild my Enzo?" And I guess Ferrari said to him, "Well, you don't have the tools and all that." This guy built a shop, bought all the tools for Ferrari, had 3 guys come live at his place for a year, paid their salaries.
Wow.
And a year later, the Enzo was back at the Utah Fast Pass.
Wow. For sure. Wow. That's a crazy story. Oh, there's John. Hey, John.
Sorry about that. Technology. Love it.
John, I'm sorry. Where are you coming from? Where are you recording from?
Just west of Chicago in Rockford, Illinois.
Nice.
Not too far from us. We're in Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh, not far at all.
Yep.
So I grew up on the south side of Chicago, it's where street racing was really born.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? And that's where Kanye West was born, too, so you're in good company.
Oh, God.
We're Little Chicago. They called us Little Chicago back in the 70s with all the mafia blowing each other up.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a map that described Youngstown. It said it's where The Wire and The Sopranos meet, where they mix. That's Youngstown for you.
Yep. We're right in the middle of New York and Chicago, so we were to meet all the families to meet here. We got a lot of history.
A lot of the mafia drop off.
Yep. We probably got some of them buried around here somewhere. They dropped them off
in the cornfields.
Yeah.
Now on your screen it shows my image dropped off by my phone. I'm still here. Am I on or am I not on?
I still see you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on.
All right.
Yeah, I see you. Now we lost him.
Wow.
He was unplugged.
That's funny.
Hey, Rob Rudy, jump in for a minute so we can.
Yeah, Rob's the man.
Rob is the man.
He's got us addicted to Blab.
Kurt.
Rob, what's up, man?
What's up, Lou? I could have just said, "What's up, Lou?" and then you all could have went, "Hey."
Yeah, right.
So what's going on? Yeah, Lou, I was just down in Kannapolis not too long ago, man. Just for the week before Bristol, I was down there. So
yeah.
Yep. We went over to Stewart Haas Racing.
Then you could have came by to the Ponderosa, man.
Oh, yeah. I wish I'd have known you then. Yeah, man, because we did. We went down to Stewart Haas Racing and went over there, and then we went over to KBM. My brother's a big Eric Jones fan, so he wanted to see the truck over there.
Dude, you were 5 minutes from me.
Yeah, we stayed right at that. It was like in what is it, Kannapolis, and what's the other? What starts with an O? The other city there, like it's not Orchard or something like that, but
there's Concord, Kannapolis.
Concord, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying O. Concord, Kannapolis. There was like a hotel we stayed at right there. So
yeah,
it was good. It was a good trip, man. He had a great time. He's a big Tony Stewart fan, and so he got to go down and see everything down there. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's the racing. I had no idea that this was the heart of NASCAR when I bought the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, it's nuts. I remember when I first moved here. You know, it's Sunday morning. I'm standing in front of the house and I'm thinking, oh my God,
all the trucks.
You know what I mean? and all of a sudden, you wow! And I'm wondering who the hell's doing dyno pulls, you know? So I get in my car, I go down to the corner, and I introduce myself to my neighbor Scott. And you know, and I asked him, I said, who's doing dyno pulls? Oh, Lake Speed shop is right. It's like a block away. You know, Lake Speed's over there doing dyno pulls. It's just bizarre, man. And then I got in the car and drove down Highway 29, and in 15 minutes I was in front of the damn Charlotte Motor Speedway. I had no clue it was there. No clue.
Yeah, I can imagine what it would be like too, just to go in Kannapolis, like to see like the haulers when they all leave, like going up and down the highways and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I mean, if you're into NASCAR, this is definitely the place. This is the heart of it. And from when I first got here, the whole transition from everybody going from Concord to Mooresville was happening. So there's still a lot of shops here, but they're not those big garage mahals that they have in Mooresville, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still good sized shops though. But it's nuts, man.
It was nice. It was fun to get over there, and I mean, it was just like my brother and I were just, sitting back. We're just eating Cracker Jack and just watching all the cars and stuff like that. It was a good time. So
yeah, it's nuts. Sounds like nuts.
Hey Lou, we got Nikki on the.
She works for Ortho Carolina at Joe Gibbs's place in Conkey. She loves going to Z-Max. Yeah. I don't know if the race, man. I don't remember if the race has already happened or if it's gonna happen. Oh, it's this weekend. It's this weekend. The race is the NHRA race is this weekend.
You know what's nice about this site? We're meeting people from all over the place, and it's like nothing. It's like, oh yeah,
it's cool.
Rob, there's
right, and it's just like the depth of the relationship too. So. Like you meet people and instantly,
Yeah. I mean, Rob, I met you on Saturday, and I feel like we're buddies. I feel like we're good friends.
That's like Lou said, hey, if you're down this way or whatever, I mean, I feel like, we could do that. Like if we're down somewhere, we can go hang out or whatever. And,
Yeah.
So
Lou is the guy to hang out with, though. We met a couple years ago, and it's like he's like everybody's buddy. You know what I mean? There's Lou. Let's go eat.
Yeah. And it's not Tommy Rod. It's not like rubbish. It's not just like whatever. It's genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, life's too damn short to be a jackass to people. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? It's too short, man. God. I don't know. I'm doing I'm gonna do the auto fair next month. I'm gonna hang out for that. That's a big swap meet that they have here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's an event you might want to think about covering, Lou. That's a good event.
Yeah, I mean, I think in their magazine they cover everything from like Genesis to Revelation. I mean, they get everything on cars, right? Is that what you got, Lou? I mean, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
If anybody wants to jump in, we got an open seat. We'd like to meet anybody.
Emily, jump in.
Yeah, Emily, where you at? She has enthusiastic.
Have her jump in. She's real good. Yeah, I met her. Same thing. I met her a while ago, and we were able to talk, and we had a couple blabs together. It's pretty good. So, is she come in? Come on in, Emily.
Emily,
try going to get a bottle of wine first before.
She's on her phone.
Oh, is she? Okay.
I'm on my phone.
You can still do it on your phone. It's okay. Just hit the little thing. Just hit the little button, the little plus, and then you jump in.
We got her.
Drinking, and she's got wine.
We got. Oh, you have wine.
There she is. She popped up. She got wine.
I do have wine. It's been, I had a long day, gentlemen. I just barely got home. I've been networking for, forever. I feel like Chumbawamba.
Nice. You get knocked down, but you get up again, right?
Hey.
There you go.
Cool.
Well, at least you got something done positive today.
Are you a car fanatic or not, or what? Or
I have like a it's kind of like a little sports car, I guess. I love my car. It is, but I don't really know like a lot about it. Like it does. What's that?
It rolls forward.
Yeah, like you know that my Maserati does 185. You know, like kind of like that thing, right? Like.
But is it close to that, or is it the opposite?
Like, that I've had like well, actually, I had 2 glasses of wine and maybe 3 vodka sodas at this point in the game.
Nice.
It's questionable what's going to come up for you guys right now, right?
So, what kind of car is it?
It's a Lexus.
Okay. Which model?
It's a Lexus LX 4.5 from Biggie, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's a 250F something or other.
Okay, yes, it's the small one, yeah.
You bought it for the color, didn't you?
Huh?
I don't know the model, but the color is sweet.
No, just no. Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's fast, and like whenever I go places, dudes are always like, "Oh, nice car," blah blah blah, and I kind of like that, right? My ego gets in the way. I kind of like it, but I don't really drive it fast because I'm like ridiculous about the gas mileage. Like I like to make sure that I'm, so I always have it in eco mode. Except for, I'm going to tell you one story, and then I'm going to hop out because this is ridiculous, and I need to make sure that you guys have people that are going to talk about things that are applicable to you tonight. So my oldest son is 16, and one night he was grounded, so he couldn't drive his truck, right? And so his friend was here, and they wanted to go faulting, and I've never been faulting before. And so they conned me into going faulting with them and driving. So I went faulting in the dark, which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Wait, you have to
on the way home, we were in we were driving in my car, and so we were on like the main drag, and I'm in Montana. You guys know that I'm in Montana, right?
No,
so
didn't know.
People do cow tipping in Montana, like it's like kind of like a job for some people, not me, right? But I drive my car like a boss, right? So my son, who's 16, and his friend were driving down the main drag, and these kids pull up next to us, and they want to race me. Well, I fucking am competitive as hell, right? Like, I want to win. This dude is probably 15, 16, I don't know. But I'm like, it's on, brother. Let's go, right? So I freaking smoked their ass, and it was a horrible example of a parent.
I was just going to say fantastic role model.
Yeah, not good, right? So we came home, and my son, so it was sort of like bittersweet because on one hand, I'm like, fuck, Emily, you are such a shitty parent. And then as we're getting out of the car, I can hear my son's friend saying to him, like, dude, your mom just totally went with it. Like, it was so sweet. And I was like, yes, fist pump. Yes. No, really, I'm just playing. I drive a Beetle. I actually don't have a Lexus at all.
That's funny.
We're glad you jumped on.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm really not that crazy. I actually I like my car. The car that I had before was a twin turbo, what was it? It was a Lincoln. A Lincoln something. It was kind of fast, but again, I want to be able to have the power, but I don't need it. Right? So, oh, sorry. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, and Rob, you started this crazy business. I feel like it's all you.
That's what it's all about,
Right.
Listen, you're bringing fire to the camp.
Yeah, you got the Lou's over here like, what? I'm watching their faces as you're telling these stories, and Lou sits back in his chair. He was like,
wait a minute. You weren't like that yesterday.
So this is actually my normal personality. I just try, I kind of like toned it down a little bit because I didn't want to scare you away. I try to reel my prey in before I strike,
I understand. We understand.
Yeah. No, I've been I put on a speaking event today, and so I've been gone all day long. It's like a 12-hour day, and so I've been networking like a boss and doing all kind of crazy stuff. So I appreciate you guys inviting me in, and this is Fun. Good to see all of you. Lou, we've never met before. Not Louis. Lou, right?
Yep.
So nice to meet you.
It's good meeting you, Emily.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to do this again. We're trying to do this every Wednesday at 9:00.
Okay.
That's the plan right now. So
our video police say you're smoking hot, Em.
What's that?
The video police over there say you're smoking hot. Look at the comments. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, video police.
Hey,
there you go.
I will take that today because if somebody says that about me after a 12-hour day and I'm like kicked back in my jammies.
We lost her. Where'd she go?
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
If I'm in my jammies in my chair kicked back after a 12-hour day, like, and a couple of drinks, thank you, video police. I don't even know who is that. That's my friend, that guy or whatever. So yeah.
You might have found a new hangout. I think coming in here when the guys are talking, get the little female in here. You got the market corner going
on.
Okay,
like,
no more.
Sorry, what were we talking about again?
Lewis, every time you do this, you need to do a back call because I'm gonna come.
There you go.
I'm here. I'm with you, buddy.
All right, sounds good. You're on the list.
Okay. I'm hopping out now because this is enough ridiculousness. So, mwah. I love you guys.
Thanks for jumping on.
Wonderful evening. It was so good to see you all, and I'm out.
All right.
See you. Thanks for jumping on.
That's funny.
Wait, she didn't log out. Or who's that?
She just left.
Somebody's asking, hey, Lou, do you know anybody in the area that does great paint jobs?
I was just answering right now.
Oh, sorry. Got it. Good.
I glance over there. I put my painter's in Tennessee. This where John's back.
Hey, John.
I got everything plugged in. I hooked the 229 up to that. It's dead.
At least John made it back because it's 10 o'clock now.
Hey, good night, everybody.
John made it back just in time for us to say goodbye.
He's like, all right, I'm back. All right, guys, I'm shutting this down. Here we go.
Way to go, John.
Hey, Emily juiced us up over here. I like when she jumped.
Yeah, she was good. She handled all the pressure. I mean, we were throwing stuff at her, and she was just taking it. I mean, like I said, she had Lou down in the corner, just like mouth just dropped.
It was funny, man.
What?
It was funny.
See, look,
That's
she appreciates the love.
Yep. We would back call her every time.
Hell yeah. She was cool. I liked her. So, John, what are you doing? John's looking in his camera.
We can see you.
Oh, there we go. You froze there a second. You were just like in between, like you're moving your camera or something.
Yeah, his face was stuck. He wasn't doing nothing. It was just froze. All right, guys.
So
I'm gonna.
John, I think I met you out at SEMA one year. You look really familiar.
You probably did. If you were with me,
I was
with me. You met him.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
your picture's gone, but we
variety of play. Not sure. Well, I've been in this thing 20 years. I've been to thousands of events, and
yeah, we probably cross paths. I've been running around a little bit myself. I used to haul cars for a couple people, and then I started a magazine, so I stayed in the industry because I love cars. So I figured I need to do something to stay.
Oh,
yep.
All right, we'll see you, Lou. The other Lou left. See you, buddy. So, hey, Lou, just real quick, and I think we're going to jump off. Tell me just what was like your biggest obstacle that you overcame, like when you were putting the magazine together. Did you ever have doubts, like, oh, this isn't going to work, or were you just always focused, like it's going to work, and you didn't let stuff get you?
Well, yeah, you always have some doubts because you have people around you that say you can't do it, and you always have that. But just the learning curve is real. Sometimes it gets discouraging because every day is something new that you have to learn. Especially with digital, it's a beast. But it's coming around. I'm just sticking to it. I'm hard to knock off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist, so I like to create. So it's hard to get me to quit something because I have to build it. You know what I mean? And now the magazine is starting to really catch on with people, and they're recognizing the magazine. They invite me to events and stuff. It's really cool. I mean, it's starting to really take off.
Cool, man. I like it, man. I love to see people doing what they love to do, man. And that's kind of what I help kind of coach people to
my
do.
thing is sorry, Rob. I had a thought. I'm sorry. My thing is.
We lost her. All right, here he is. He's coming back in.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still getting choppy over there.
Am I choppy?
No, yours good, John. I think John, when he gets to talking, it gets choppy.
John's all over.
That's choppy. Is it still choppy?
Hey, that's a little better.
My thing is what I've realized, Rob, is you gotta blaze your own path now.
That's it. Yep.
You know what I mean? You gotta find a way to do it, and you gotta blaze your own path. Because if you don't, man, it's not like it was 20 years. So it's a different animal now.
Yeah, I agree. And I actually put in. I have a group. You know, I think we talked about before. Focus your ambition, and in there. Today I posted a post that the starting point of all achievement is desire. And I talked about like the difference between wishing for things to happen and actually having stuff happen. Like, you know, the wishing mentality is like, you know, you're at work and you're like, oh, you know,
right.
I hope something comes along, you know, and the other mentality is like Lou has, you know what? I'm going to get some magazine out. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get it out, you know, or
exactly.
You know, and that's the thing. And desire is definite. It's almost tangible. It's like, it's defined and it's clear cut, and you strive to do that, and nothing can sidetrack you, because if you have the desire, nothing's going to stop you. If you're out there and you're working towards whatever you want to do and what you love to do, then you're not going to get sidetracked by the doubters. You're not going to get sidetracked by the self-doubt and the self-sabotage and everything else. You know, you're actually going to get out there and do it. And I think that's what makes, I mean, that's one of the key things of a lot of successful people. So.
Yeah, you're right. All right, well, guys, I think we were successful tonight. It's 8 minutes after, and I'm shutting it down. So we will be back, next Wednesday?
Wednesday.
9 o'clock?
I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, call me in. Call Emily in. Call us all in there. So, yep.
We sure will. We appreciate you guys jumping in with us. And we're going to try to build the automotive into this forum, because there's none there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to beef it up and you know, just get it done.
Definitely.
Cool.
You on board, John?
Okay.
John, you there?
Yeah, I'll come to Florida next week.
All right,
have better equipment.
Later, guys.
All right, thanks everybody.
Later.
Have a good night.